over there. All right, see you later. We'll talk to you again. AI5A, K5TR Mobile. 7-3, AI5A.
KK5, HAM monitoring.
HJM, good evening. They're going to start a net here in like 5 seconds, so there'll be lots of activity on this frequency. K5TR Mobile.
KI5TR, AI5JD. Congratulations on one of your kiddos graduating, and we'll sit tight for the trivia net. Good night.
Indeed. Congratulations, George. That is quite the achievement. It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there's any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, we got some crazy weather coming this way. We got Mother's Day on Sunday. But you know what? It's time for the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I will be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from IQTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 14732 repeater. Tonight's trivia net will be a hybrid net using the N50AK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's trivia net, all you'll need is a smartphone, a tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, Sky's figuring out how to run the Discord. And just a reminder, to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting on, visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel in the Discord, so swing by and join us. They're giving Sky some instructions on how to mute the audio, and he's trying to mute the audio because we're watching a video over in the video net. So we got the birdcage going on. So if you were a fan of Nathan Lane and Robin Williams and all that kind of stuff, by all means, come hang out with us and watch the birdcage over in the Friday Night Trivia Net video net. And now that Sky has the audio muted and you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you are welcome to play, and we'd love to see you in the game tonight. Like Oscar, KD5NYC. Oscar is new in the Discord. He is new to the club. He's a friend of Bill's, and we'll cut him some slack on that. But Oscar is hopefully going to play in the game tonight, and it won't mess up his dialysis, because we can't have that, man. We got to keep Oscar here for the end of the game. Tonight's trivia game will be divided into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as followed. Round 1, it's all about Mother's Day, but this one's about bad moms. Round number 2 is Raiders of the Lost Ark. Round number 3, it's everybody's game. They love to hate. It's drag and drop again, and it goes prime time. We'll see how y'all do with some prime time drag and drop TV rounds. And round number 4 is about Mother's Day yet again, and it is Songs for Mama. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, friendly taunting are welcome during the game because this is a social thing, and this is what we do on Friday night, and we have a little fun doing it. So, let's see. What else do we have here? Yes. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer and you will be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anybody has any questions before we get tonight's trivia net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Well, with nothing heard, let's go ahead and shut off the old bingo machine. I put Haywood in third place with 55 points. We got Carson coming in second with 60 points. And who's coming in first? We got Cody, KI5YLS. Oh, he totally cheated if Cody's there. That's all there is to it. All right, and he's on the video. Oh, man, dude, you already started to crack my monitor. I like the way Randy is rolling with the hat with the beer. That's way to go, man. That's way to make that happen for the trivia. That's the official Trivia Net hat right there. All right, we're going to get everybody moved over into the official Friday night Trivia Net. If you would, please make your name look like that over there on the right. It would make my life a whole lot easier. And once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org. Click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in, and you too can be playing with us. We've got 24 people hanging out with us so far, and you can definitely add in to the fun. And, of course, every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize, guess what all? It's free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary memberships as well as request to join the Discord community. If you are not part of the Discord, you are missing out on all the things the FCC won't let us say over the repeater, and you're also missing out on a little birdcage action. I just noticed that we have Batman with us. That's a pretty stellar costume there, man. Batman, now all we need is Robin to come in and play. Welcome to the video chat. All right, for those of you who are new and haven't checked into the Trivia Net before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick to show you how the game works, and now is a fantastic time to start paying attention. You can wander here in a minute, but pay attention right now. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question, no matter how much you whine, Cody. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's the number located at the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. We have one more question in the practice round, just to show y'all, since we have one whole round of the drag and drop fun. We're going to go ahead and move over into this. So this is how this works. You only get 15 seconds in this one, but at the game you're going to get 30 seconds because this one's an easy question. But put all these numbers in order from least to greatest. So the smallest number on top, biggest number on bottom. Cody, let's see how you do with this one. Well, 91% of you got it right, and the other 8% was Cody. So let's see, what was the correct way? It was 1 through 4. That's how that works. All right, so that's how we're going to do the drag and drop. The drag and drop, I think, is round number 2. I will let you know as soon as it happens. But there will be a whole round of drag and drop, but you're going to get 30 seconds during the real game to make that happen. So no worries. All right, now that everybody understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the get so far tonight. Well, look at that. We got Jeffrey, KI5 MVF, back in the game. Good to see you, man. He's in 3rd place. Kent, KI5 RBT, coming in 2nd. And Steve, KG5 LAA, taking 1st place in our practice round. Unfortunately, these points don't matter. But, now you know how it works. So let's see who we got. We got Haywood in the game tonight. He's playing from Gotham. We got Carson, KJ5AAN from Hallettsville. We got Bill, W5ITZ in Ganado. We got a guest, KG5SXL from El Campo. We got Randy, KJ5AFM from Montgomery, Texas. And we have his son. I believe his name is Rusty. I believe that is correct. I have been wrong only once, but I think I'm right. We got Cody, the Cowboys Suck, KI5YLS. He's coming in from Fort Hood. Good to see you in here in the game, man. We've got Jeremiah from Pasadena. We have Connor from Hallettsville. We have Steve, KG5LAA from Burnett. Darren, KI5HVF from Sealy, Texas. We got Steve, KI5HWD from Liberty Hill. We have Gerardo back from Pasadena. Gerardo, I see that you're going to come and test with us, man. That is super cool. Can't wait to meet you in person. We got Sky N5LX, a.k.a. the Skyfox. He's down in Oak Hill. Sky, got one word for you, man. Mafuchi. We got Kent, the trivia robot, KI5RVT in Pflugerville. We got Rob back, K9LZY. Good to see you, brother. He's hanging out in Lakeway. We got WL7OU, John, hanging out with us. We got Matt, K9MGW. Suzanne, KG5AGI. We got Jason, KF5HKQ. We've got Nathan from Angleton. Welcome, Nathan. I think this is your first round. Russell, W5ISH from Edna. Dave, KI5STT from Buda. And that usually means we got a Holly, but I don't see her on the list quite yet. We got Claude, KI5ZQE. We got my man Ernesto, KI5PZ, and Laura, KI5OLG. Laura, I've heard that you've been singing our praise on the Alaska Morning Net, so God bless you for making that happen. We got Daniel, W5TAB out in Georgetown. Norman, N5ZOT in Austin. Ashley, KI5MVF, my favorite KI5MVF. She's down in Jeffrey Sucksville, so I guess that means old Jeffrey, KI5MVF, is being a pain in the butt. We got Hannah in Austin. We got Chris, W5CUY out in Louise, Texas. And that seems to be everybody. All right, check it out. We got 33 people. Oh, we do have Holly. She's just monitoring tonight. She's not playing. All right. Well, now that we've said hi to anybody, to everybody, if anybody has any questions, please come with your name and call sign now.
KI5OBD.
Yes, sir. Scott.
Rusty, I messed up my ID. I'm checked in with my bingo alias. Is it too late to fix that?
Not at all, man. Who's your bingo alias?
Haywood Floyd. That was me.
Aha! From Gotham. I see. Alright, so we're in KI5OBD. Scott. Alright, we got Scott KI5OBD set up. We're going to keep you in Gotham, though, because that's just fun. Anybody else need a name change before we get the game going? Alright, well, looks like we got everybody locked in and loaded. We got 33 people in round number 1. Round number 1 is Mother's Day. It's all about bad moms. So we'll see how y'all do with this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. What Charles Dickens classic features the cruel and manipulative mother, Miss Havisham? Well, everybody answered. We lit up the whole board. Great Expectations. 58% think that is the answer. David Copperfield coming in second. I just thought he was a magician. I didn't realize he was a book. We got Bleak House and then Hard Times. So let's see. Which one was it? It was Great Expectations. In the 1861 novel Great Expectations, Miss Havisham is painted as a disturbed and manipulative character who orchestrates a plan to have orphaned Pip fall in love with her adopted daughter. The character has been played by notable actresses such as Anne Bancroft, Gillian Anderson, Helena Bonham Carter, and Oscar winner Olivia Colman. Question number 2 on our Bad Mom Mother's Day round. Who is this lazy TV mom whose to-do list doesn't include cooking and cleaning? I think Kent might know this one. Big surprise to y'all. All right, so let's see. 85% went with Peg Bundy. And, I'm not even going to read the rest because you're right. It is Peg Bundy. She was played by Katie Seagal and starred in the Fox sitcom Married with Children from 1987 to 1997. Question number 3. What Hollywood legend does actress Faye Dunaway bring to terrifying life in 1981's Mommy's Dearest? All right, let's see what you think. 45% with Joan Crawford. We got Janet Leigh coming in second, followed by Jane Russell, and then Judy Garland. So who was it? It was Joan Crawford. Christina Crawford, adopted daughter of screen legend Joan Crawford, exposed the Hollywood star's controlling behavior and tantrums in her 1978 memoir, Mommy's Dearest. Question number 4. Who plays Queen Cersei on Game of Thrones, murderous mother of 3 children from her incestuous relationship with her brother? Wow. All right, so it looks like Gwendolyn is getting all of your love. We got Lena Headey coming in second, and then we got a tie for Amelia and Hannah. So who plays Queen Cersei? It was Lena Headey. She played whose sexual relationship with her twin brother Jaime produced 3 children. I was never really big into that show, but there was a lot of strange things and a lot of wang and a whole lot of craziness. So, yeah, good for Game of Thrones. Question number 5, and halfway through our Bad Mom round. What group sang about the popularity of over-the-counter tranquilizers? 1966's Mother's Little Helper. Yeah, right. Kent just says this picture reminds him to take his nightly meds, and yep, we still got about an hour and a half. So if it's time for that special blue pill, you need to wait about a half an hour, and then you'll be ready to go come 11 o'clock. Let's see what we got here. We got 52% with the Rolling Stones. The Kinks coming in second, followed by the Beatles and the Who. So who sang about the over-the-counter tranquilizers? I wonder. It was the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones song about housewives' newfound resilience in the over-the-counter pills like Valium was a hit in 1966. Good old Valium. All right, so we're halfway through. Let's throw up the scores and see. We got Kent, KI5RBT in the number 1 spot. Rob, K9LZY in the second spot. And Matt, K9MGW, coming in spot number 3. All right, let's tell everybody what we're doing. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n50ak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. Or if you're like Scott, just give us, Haywood, and we'll change it later. Ain't no thing. All right, it is time for question number 6. And for those of you who are new, that means that you get to do some stuff with your points. So take all those points and put them to work. It's time to place your bets. Here we go. On which early sitcom did Agnes Moorehead play a conniving mother who constantly disapproves of her son-in-law? Wow, 77% went with Bewitched. The Mother-in-Law is coming in second, followed by the Dick Van Dyke Show. Nobody touched Family Affair. And, to be quite honest, I know about the Dick Van Dyke Show and Bewitched. I don't know about Family Affair or the Mother-in-Laws. So I think the Mother-in-Laws is in there just to mess with y'all because Bewitched is the correct answer. Throughout the entire series of Bewitched, which ran from 1964 to 1972, Endora only referred to Darren by his real name 8 times. 8 times. And what was that, 10 years? Nope, 8 years. All right, well, so 77% of you knew. That puts Suzanne, KG5AGI. Way to go, Suzanne. She's in the number 1 spot. She got 329 points off of just that one question. Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 2 spot with 207 points on that question. And Claude, KI5ZQE, coming in third. He got 305 points. Congrats. All right, we've got question number 7. We've also got Thomas, KI5ONW. He's listening. He's not playing tonight, but he's getting packed up for the camping trip tomorrow. And if I remember correctly, he's going Poda-ing for the weekend. So good luck, Thomas. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Question number 7. Another volume-popping mother was the subject of this band's 2009's hip-hop single, My Mom. I was right. Thomas is going Poda-ing tomorrow, so keep your ears out for KI5OMW. He'll be at Park K3015, Old Goliad State Park. All right, let's see, back to the question. 66% of you said Eminem, followed by, we just got one more little tick on my web thing. All right, we've got Public Enemy coming in second, and Kanye West, and then Snoop Dogg. So let's see, who was it? It was indeed Eminem. The chorus of Eminem's 2009 single begins, "My mom loved Valium and lots of drugs. That's why I'm like her, because I'm like her." Sounds pretty rhymey to me. Question number 8. Which of these actresses is not part of the ensemble cast of the 2016 comedy Bad Moms? Man, oh man, oh man. Kristen Bell taking the lead, followed by Christina Applegate, Katherine Heigl, and Mila Kunis. So let's see, who's not in Bad Moms? Looks like the 25% that voted for Katherine Heigl is correct. Question number 9 in the Bad Moms round. What American author's character Daisy Buchanan hopes her daughter will be a beautiful little fool? Oh, we got a birthday in the house. Apparently, it's KK's birthday, and Scott, KC5RXW, they are listening and hanging out, having a party. So happy birthday down there. Every time, every time we have a question, take a drink. How about that? That ought to end up for a fun night. Let's see how we go with this. We got F. Scott Fitzgerald coming in first. We got a tie between Emily Dickinson and Louise May Alcott. John Steinbeck coming in last place. Let's see. Were y'all right? F. Scott Fitzgerald is correct. Question number 10 in the end of the Bad Mom round. Who stars in the quintessential evil stepmother Lady Tremaine in Disney's 2015 live-action Cinderella? I have no clue. Let's see what y'all think. Cate Blanchett coming in first, followed by Nicole Kidman, Meryl Streep, and then Gwyneth Paltrow. So who plays the evil stepmother in the 2015 live-action Cinderella? Cate Blanchett is the correct answer. Well, there we have it. Round 1 is officially done. Let's add up the scores and see what they reveal. We got Matt, K9MGW, coming in third with 685 points. We got Kent, KI5RBT, coming in second with 871 points. And number 1 is Suzanne, KG5AGI, with 876 points. Congrats to everybody. Let's go talk to Suzanne. KG5AGI. You only missed 2, Suzanne. If you scroll down past the scores, you can see which ones you missed. And for that, tell us, which ones got you?
This is KJ5AGI. I'm playing with my mom too, Zinema on here. So hang on just a second. I think the only one that I missed was number 10 with Meryl Streep. I thought it was Meryl Streep. My mom got it at Kate Blanchett.
Way to go, Mom. And you said your mom's playing with you tonight? Let's say hi to Mom. What's your mom's name?
Maxine, but she's going by Zinema.
Everybody's going by stage names. Well, hello, Maxine, and welcome to the Trivia Net. Thanks for hanging out with us and playing. It looks like you've logged in a couple of times down here, so we'll get those thrown together. But let's go talk to Kent, KI5RBT. Kent, you missed one. Which one got you, man?
I missed number 8, the comedy Bad Moms. I picked Christina Applegate. I've never seen that. Anyway, KI5, RBT, back to you.
Yeah, we know why you picked Christina Applegate. Let's go talk to Matt, K9MGW. Matt is in the number 3 spot for round number 1. Matt, you got 7 out of 10, right? Which one's got you, man? Well, Matt, that was, we could barely hear you. Your audio was super low and it was pretty scratchy. You might try bumping up your power and we'll try that again, or if that's all you got. We don't have our Leander repeater, so that might be why that is the way as well. But, all right, well, there we have it. We got the top 3 for round number 1. We are going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, for those of you out there that are just, hanging out, you can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We'll get you all moved over into the first intermission, and we will see you right back here in about 4 minutes. And just like that, our first intermission is over. We would like to remind everybody that we are watching a movie over on the Friday Video Net, and someone has requested that I say the words boobie, and you're missing out on some boobies over there in the video. So y'all get in here and check it out. It may or may not be a lie. Well, actually, yeah. See, it's always fun to see all the people that come flooding through once that happens. There will be boobies in this film. They're probably padded, and by probably I mean totally are padded. But you know, it's okay because it's the birdcage. All right, we are done with our first intermission. Let's get everybody moved over into round number 2. I'm having so much fun. I don't even remember what it's about. Ah, yes, Raiders of the Lost Ark. We're gonna see how y'all do with this old movie. See if these youngins start complaining. All right, we're going to start off, of course, with question number 1. Here we go. Which filmmaker's dog inspired the name Indiana? Half of you going with Steven Spielberg, 33% going with George Lucas. We got Francis Ford Coppola coming in third, followed by Brian De Palma. So which filmmaker's dog inspired the name Indiana? It was George Lucas's dog. George Lucas also based Star Wars' Chewbacca on his Alaskan Malamute, Indiana. That's a famous dog. Question number 2. Which of these biblical artifacts is believed to reside in the Ark of the Covenant? A whopping 67% going with the tablets with the 10 Commandments on them. The Dead Sea Scrolls coming in second, and then we got a tie between King David's crown and Moses' staff. That's just disgusting. All right, so let's see what it is. It was indeed the 10 Commandment tablets. Question number 3. Karen Allen plays Indiana's love interest, Marion Blank, in the Raiders of the Lost Ark. .66% with the Ravenwood, followed by the Wooderson, and then a Woodcock. Nobody picked Mapuche. I mean, really? Nobody? Not even one single person. I figured Cody would have at least picked that. So let's see. It was some sort of phallic something. It was Ravenwood. Marion Ravenwood is the daughter of Indiana's early mentor, and she reignites a relationship with him in the film. Marion later appears in 2008's Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which also introduced their son, Mutt, and was also a terrible, terrible movie. Question number 4. What does Sallah stop Indy from eating after he sees that it's killed a pet monkey? All right, so Rob thinks he got this one right. We'll see about that. 80% said it was a date. Then we got grape coming in second, followed by almond and plum. So what did he almost eat that killed the pet monkey? It was a date. The poison date. Thanks a lot, Sala. Question number 5. The Temple of Chachapoan Warriors, where Indiana finds the Golden Idol, is located in present-day this. Peru is coming in as the number 1 answer, followed by Tibet, and then Venezuela and Indonesia. So where was this thing located? It was indeed Peru. The South American temple is located there. All right, so we are halfway through our Raiders of the Lost Ark round. Let's see who knows what. Looks like Laura, KI5OLG, is in the number 1 spot. She hasn't missed a single one. She's got 343 points. Coming in second is Chris, W5CUY. He missed one, and he still has 339. Dave, KI5STT, coming in number 3. He's only missed one as well with 337 points. All right, y'all check out your scores. And while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We have question number 6 coming up, and that means it is time to place your bets. So, the 1981 blockbuster Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark takes place in what year? Man, I don't even know. Let's see. The majority of you are going with 1936. 1946 coming in second, and then we got, 1926 and then 1956. So Sky says it was before World War II. Let's see who's right. 1936 it is. Even though the movie came out in 1981, they wanted you to believe it was 1936. So 46% of you got that right. What did that do to the score? That put Claude, KI5ZQE, on top. He got 333 points. Oh, bringing him to a total of 666 points. Kent, KI5RBT, coming in second. He got 331 points for a total of 662 points. And Sky, N5LX, is in the number 3 spot. Way to go, Sky. He got 315 points, bringing his score up to 630. Question number 7. What is the name of pilot Jock Lindsey's pet snake that Indiana discovers in the front seat of his getaway plane? So I didn't touch any of these names, but my dad's name was Randy, and my older brother is Robbie. And, I'm Rusty. So So, hey, let's see what y'all think. Y'all didn't vote for any of us. Y'all all went with Reggie. Screw you guys. Rusty coming in second, which we know that's never the case, and then Randy and Robbie tied for third and fourth. So what was the name of the snake? I got no clue on this one. It was Reggie. See, y'all didn't bet on me. Indiana Jones' hatred for snakes is established early on in Raiders of the Lost Ark when he finds Jock's pet snake Reggie in the front seat of the fleeing biplane. So congrats to those of you that got it right. All right, let's see what this one says. What was the original last name of George Lucas's swashbuckling archaeologist, Indiana Jones? Pretty boring names when it comes down to it, but y'all voted on Jackson. 38% of you think Jackson was his name, Indiana Jackson, followed by Brown, Johnson, and Smith. So what was the original last name of Indiana Jones? It was Smith, and only 3 people knew this. One of those was KG5SXL. The other one was Scott, KI5OBD, way to go Scott, and Carson, KJ5AAN. Those are the 3 people that knew it was Indiana Smith. Director Steven Spielberg lobbied to change the character's last name from Smith to Jones because he thought the audience would confuse him with the Steve McQueen character, Nevada Smith, who I don't even know. So, shows what I know. Question number 9. What country doubled as Egypt during the filming of the Raiders of the Lost Ark? Wow, look at that. All right, well, looks like 48% of you going with Morocco. We got a tie between Jordan and Tunisia, Algeria coming in fourth. So what country doubled as Egypt in the movie? It was not Morocco. It was Tunisia. Over 150 crew members developed amoebic dysentery from local food while filming in Tunisia. Talk about a lot of mapuche. All right, question number 10 and the end of our second round. What is the name of Marian's Travels in Nepal? Tavern, sorry. I would have picked Marian's because, you know, who knows this one? Y'all figured it was the Raven. 53% saying it's the Raven. We got a tie between Abner's and the Eagle. Marian's is coming in fourth, so I guess maybe y'all thought that was a trick answer. The correct answer is the Raven. The Raven Tavern is named for Marian's last name, a.k.a. Ravenwood, and was previously managed by her father, Abner. So there you have it. All right, we're done with this round. Zooming through. Let's add up the scores and see. Coming in third, it is Sky, N5LX, 796 points. We got Claude, KI5ZQE, coming in second with 807 points. And coming in first place, it's Kent, KI5RVT, 831 points. Kent, you missed 3. Which one's got you, man?
Let's see. Let's take a look. I missed the dog name. I missed the snake name. There's a theme going on here. And the original last name. Yeah, there's a theme. I don't know anything about names. KI5RBT.
Well, and I mean, quite honestly, I mean, those are the hard ones. So, I mean, I'll give you credit on all those because, you know, I mean, who in the world would know that? But you're the trivia robot, man. You're supposed to know everything. So I guess this proves that maybe Kent is human. Let's go talk to Claude, KI5ZQE. He missed 3 as well. Claude, which one's got you?
Yeah, I should have. I chose Venezuela on the Golden Isle. I don't should have been Peru, right? The last name of Indiana Jones, I went with Indiana Johnson because, yeah. And then really screwed up on the last one. If you got the Marion's last name right with Ravenwood, you should have probably guessed the Raven for the tavern, and I went with the Eagle. Wrong.
Well, hey, man, you know, you tried. And that's really all we can ask. Let's go talk to Mapuche, N5LX. He got, 8 out of 10. Which 2 did you get wrong, Mapuche?
Hey, N5LX here. Let's see. I got that wrong. I should have picked, I was going to pick Jackson because I thought that sounded pretty cool. But Steven Spielberg isn't very cool, so I picked Brown, but that was wrong. And then the country that doubled as Egypt, I was in good company. I mean, I picked Morocco, but I didn't know what it was.
You know, and Morocco is a safe bet, you know. I would have been there with you, so there you have it. Well, you got the top 3. Let's add up both rounds and see how we're doing for the entire round, or the entire thing. We got Dave, KI5STT, coming in 3rd. We got Claude, KI5ZQE, coming in 2nd. Who's number 1 for the Friday Night Trivia Net? It is Kent, KI5RBT, 1,702 points. All right, y'all check out your scores. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. This next intermission, we're going to ask you who your favorite net controller is. Make sure you answer that, if you would, please. Just a reminder, you can check into the Night's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. Our next round is a drag and drop. So make sure you fill those glasses up tall because the amount of whining and complaining in the Discord is going to be palpable. Let's move y'all into the intermission and fire that off. We'll see you right here for round number 3. Well, check it out, man. Ray, K5BZI, beat out Ernesto for the favorite net controller. Way to go, Ray. I always throw that up in the net control channel just to let them fight over it. That's a whole lot of fun. All right, well, we're over on to round number 3. Round number 3 is drag and drop. These, you're going to have 30 seconds. It's all about primetime television. So Sky's going to do phenomenal at this since he watches so much TV. You better watch out for him. But yeah, 30 seconds. You're going to drag and drop just like you did on that second practice question. We're going to let all the repeaters sync back up, and when we come back, we will be ready for question number 1. Indeed, here comes the pain. All right, let's see how much whining starts in the Discord. Question number 1. In which order did these classic funny men first host Saturday Night Live? So it looks like 14% of you got it right. This was the lineup that it was supposed to be. Steve Martin, George Carlin, Rodney Dangerfield, Richard Pryor. That's what y'all think it is. That's where it is. The correct answer, or the correct situation is George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Steve Martin, and then Rodney Dangerfield. Carlin was on October 11th of 1975. Richard Pryor was December 13th of 1975. Steve Martin was October 23rd of 1976, and Rodney Dangerfield took the stage on March 8th, 1980. Ah, yes, and the whining hath begun. Question number 2. Here's the story. Drag and drop these Brady Bunch kids off and from oldest to youngest. Put them in order from oldest to youngest. See how y'all do. So let's see, we got 67% answered correct, so, you know, I mean, there's something to say there. Let's see, the most correct, or this is what you all think it was, this is the most voted. We got Bobby, Jan, Greg, and then Cindy. That's what you all think. The correct order, however, is Greg, Jan, Bobby, and Cindy. Greg is the oldest son. Jan is the middle daughter. Bobby is the youngest son, and Cindy is the youngest of them all. So there you have it. Yes. All right. Question number 3. More pain. Boldly go with these Star Trek series in order of their television debut. Put these things in order of their television debut. Let's see how y'all do. Well, we got 29% got this correct. The top voted order was from Enterprise to Voyager to the Next Generation and then Deep Space Nine. However, the correct order is as such. It starts out with The Next Generation, which aired in 1987. Deep Space Nine came along next in 1993. Voyager followed in 1995, and Enterprise landed in 2001. So there you have it. Question number 4. In which order are these characters mentioned in the Gilligan Island theme song? Oh, surely Sky knows this one. I always remember it as the millionaire and his wife, the movie star. All right, so there's the next two. Let's see what you all think. This is the top voted order. It's the millionaire, the skipper, Gilligan, and the movie star. All right, yeah, see, I was see Bill singing over there with me. So let's see. The correct answer is, or the correct order, I should say, is it goes Gilligan, then the skipper, the millionaire, and then the movie star. I guess the wife doesn't. Oh yeah, the millionaire and his wife. I guess that's all one word on this one. The professor and Marianne here on Gilligan's Arm. So there you have it. There's the top 4. We're going to go to question number 5 before I break all of your radios. In what order did these small screen detectives first start solving crimes on television? If any of y'all know Ernesto, you know he loves the Magnum PI, so we'll see. Maybe he got this right. All right, so let's see. 17% of you got it right, so, you know, some of y'all know what's up. Top voted order is the following: Kojak, Remington Steele, Magnum PI, and Columbo. The correct order, however, is as follows. First, there was Columbo. Peter Falk appeared in 1968 pilot of the episode. Telly Savalas played Kojak from 1973 to 1978. Tom Selleck played investigator Magnum PI in 1980. And good old Pierce Brosnan began his stint as Remington Steele in 1982. There you have it. All right, so we're halfway through our terrible round of awful questions. Let's see who's doing what. We got Matt, K9 MGW, in the number 1. We got Steve, KG5LAA, in the number 2 spot, and Scott, KI5 OBD, in the number 3 spot. Check it out. Matt hasn't missed a single one. Steve and Scott both missed one apiece. So, see, y'all can do this. Y'all check out your scores. While you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BVS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net anytime during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 35 people hanging out with us tonight, and if you would like to be one of them, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. This is going to be a fun one. It's question number 6, and it's time to place your bets. And I timed out the repeater. That's good luck for y'all. by the way. All right, so sweep the clouds away in order of these kids shows that sing their way into our living room. Let's see how y'all do. I think I would have done pretty good on this one. I think. The top voted order is as such: Sesame Street, The Banana Splits, Josie and the Pussycats, and then Fraggle Rock. The correct order of these is as follows. The Banana Splits came out in 1968. Sesame Street aired in 1969. Josie and the Pussycats debuted in 1970. And Fraggle Rock was released in 1983. 10% of you got that right. Let's see what that did to the score. That put Scott, KI5 OBD, in the number one. Way to go, Scott. He even turned his camera on. He's so excited. Look at that. We got Matt, K9MGW, in the number 2 spot, and Steve, KG5LAA, in the number 3 spot. All right. Question number 7. Program these iconic television miniseries in chronological order. Man, I had to watch the Thornbirds a lot when I was young. My mother was in love with whatever his name was that played the priest. And it was so fun when I got to tell her that he was really gay. I was just like, ha ha. I still had to watch that damn thing way too many times. All right, so let's see. Top voted order. The Thornbirds, the Band of Brothers, Roots, and then Shogun. The correct order. Roots came out in 1977. Shogun ran for 5 episodes in 1980. The Thornbirds sprawled for over 4 episodes in 1983, and it's terrible. And Bands of Brothers aired 10 episodes in 2001. So there, yes, Richard Chamberlain. That's it. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Question number 8. Arrange these lovable TV pets from smallest to largest. Well, let's see. 29% of you got that right. Our top voted order is goes from Gary to Santa's Little Helper to Dino and then Salem. The correct order would be this. We start out with Gary. Gary is a snail over on SpongeBob SquarePants. Then we got Salem. She's a cat over on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. This one gets a little hairy, though, because it says that Santa's Little Helper is a greyhound dog, and then Dino from the Flintstones is a dinosaur. I didn't think Santa's Little Helper does not look like a greyhound. That thing, he looked way smaller than a greyhound. I didn't realize that. All right, let's see how you do. We got 2 more questions. I'll hang in there. 2 more questions, then the round of doom will be over. Come on down and play these original television game shows in order, starting with the earliest. So y'all put the game shows in order. I was really sorry that they didn't have The Price is Right. All right, 18% of you got it right. There's some smart people out there. Top voted order goes like this. The Newlywed Game, What's My Line, Let's Make a Deal, and the $64,000 question. The correct lineup, however, is as such. What's My Line started out in black and white back in the 1950s, back when the world was wonderful. The $64,000 question first broadcast in 1955. Let's Make a Deal launched in 1963, and the Newlywed Game started testing couples in 1966. All right, here it is, our final question in our round of doom. Rank these historic television events in order according to highest number of viewers. Highest number of viewers. $11% of you figured out the magic. Let's see what our top voted order was. So it was the Apollo 11 moon landing, and then O.J. Simpson, the Bronco chase, followed by Disneyland grand opening, and then Richard Nixon's resignation speech. The correct one, however, is it starts out with the Apollo moon landing. It was watched by over 125 million Americans in 1969. Nixon's resignation caught the attention of 110 million U.S. viewers. The O.J. car chase clocked in at 95 million people. 95 million people watched that idiot drive around. Oh, my God. And in 1955, Disneyland Open attracted 90 million viewers to see the Disneyland grand opening. Well, maybe the moaning and complaining will stop. I highly doubt it. Let's add up the scores and see. We've got Steve, KG5LAA, in the number 3 spot with 413 points in this round. Matt, K9MGW, coming in second with 487 points. Coming in first place, it is Scott, KI5OVD. Oh, my goodness. Scott missed 3, and man, good for you on this, man. Which one of these 3 got you, man?
I missed the TV detectives, the order of those guys. Loved Columbo. He was the best. Didn't care for Kojak or Magnum PI, or especially Remington Steele. Anyhow, the Lovable Pets, I was just baffled me. And the last one, yeah, I wasn't really sure on ascending or descending order there. I think I jumbled that a little bit. So, but anyhow, it's great to be in first place. KI5OVD. Back to you, Rusty.
And not only first place of the round of doom, man. Everybody hates this, so you are the king of all kings, man. Let's go talk to Matt, K9MGW. He got second place. Matt also got 7 out of 10. Matt, let's see if we can hear you better this time. Which one's got you?
Yeah, Rusty, am I coming through better now?
Oh, so much better. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Yeah, well, I can't really tell you which ones I missed. I know that the second half of the round I didn't do quite as well, but I did get that last question right, which I think is what saved me. I'm having to stand next to my window here to come through. Y'all's All-Star node looks like it's down right now, so I'm having to actually use the airwaves as opposed to my All-Star node, which is what I usually use. So, K9MGW back to net control.
You are correct. Our All-Star Hub took one for the team, and we have Rick is currently rebuilding it for us, and it should be back and ready in the next couple of days. So we kind of had to circle the wagons to make the Thursday and the Friday work, but hey, man, we got it up and running, and we'll be back to 100% on next Friday. Don't you worry. Let's go talk to Steve, KG5LAA. Steve got 6 out of 10. Steve, do you like this round, or is it more whining and complaining like in the Discord?
Well, good evening, Rusty. No, I kind of enjoyed this round. It was very intriguing. Let's see, I got number 5 wrong about the detectives because I did not know when Remington Steele was on the air. Never watched it. Number 6 I got wrong, but I could swear that it showed that my answers were in the correct order, but it marked it as wrong for some reason, and I got the last 2 wrong. So anyway, KG5LAA, back to net.
Yeah, you know, they tried to convince me that the game was broken, but I finally realized they just didn't want me to do the drag and drop stuff anymore. So I appreciate you being honest for that, and more than likely, you know, you never can tell. All right, well, this is a pretty low-scoring round, which is hilarious. So let's add up all the rounds and see how we did. Claude KI5ZQE is 3rd place in tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. Scott, KI5OBD at the number 2 seat for tonight's Trivia Net. Way to go, sir. And coming in number 1, it is the Trivia Robot, KI5RBT, with 1,878 points. Y'all check out your scores. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into the Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We've got one more round of 35 people playing, and if you want to join us, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We're going to move you over into the intermission, and we will see you right back here for round number 4. Good Lord, we got some weather headed our way. Wow, man, that's a lot of planes. That poor dude that's circling around in the red just looks kind of lost. All right, round number 3, intermission is past. It's time for round number 4. Can you believe it? We've already made it to round number 4. This one is another Mother's Day round. It is Mother's Day Songs for Mama. Let's see how y'all do with this one. No more drag and drop. You got 15 seconds on this one. So we are back to all the normal business. We'll still have the moaning and whining in the Discord. But it'll be for other reasons instead of because the game's sucking. So let's get started with question number 1. All right. Which of these loving songs to Mama is not by British rockers Pink Floyd? Almost half going with Matilda Mother, followed by a Mother of Mercy, Adam Hart Mother, and then just Mother. So which of these loving songs is not by British rocker Pink Floyd? The correct answer, it's Mother of Mercy. 26% of you got that right. Mother of Mercy is a recent track by heavy metal outfit Iron Maiden from their 2010 album, The Final Frontier. Question number 2. Which late 1990s boy band teamed up with Florida Georgia Line for 2016's God, Your Mama, and Me? Wow, almost half with the Backstreet Boys. We got Take That. That looks like if you typed in AI, like make me a unattractive boy band from the 80s. I think that picture from Take That, I don't even believe that's real. We got a tie for NSYNC and 98 Degrees. So let's see, is it the Backstreet Boys? It is indeed. They made that song with Florida Georgia Line. All right, question number 3 are songs for Mama. What rock group joined the surviving members of Queen on the Tie Your Mother Down at the 2001 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony? And we had to wait for the very end for the Velvet Revolver to get 1 vote. Let's see, Foo Fighters taking the number 1 spot, 54%. Guns N' Roses coming in second. Then a tie for Fall Out Boy and Velvet Revolver. So let's see, who was it? It was indeed the Foo Fighters. Question number 4. What dance rockers threatened to get your mom jacked up on some cheap champagne in 2004's Take Your Mama? Y'all really are not that sure. We got a tie between the LCD Sound System and the Rapture, followed by the Scissor Sisters and then Hot Hot Heat. So who wrote Take Your Mama? It was the Scissor Sisters. And if you haven't heard of them, it's kind of a disco type band, but they did a fun they did a fun single was Pink Floyd's Comfortably Numb. They redid that one, and it was very disco. So if you want to hear a disco-fied version of Pink Floyd's Comfortably Numb, go look up the Scissor Sisters. and you will be amazed. Question number 5, and halfway through our Mama Songs round. Whose angry anthem, Mother Mother, topped the Billboard alternative charts in 1996? Number 1 answer on the board, Tracy Bonham, followed by Meredith Brooks, and then Joan Osborne and Poe. So let's see, who was it? It was Tracy Bonham. 1996 debut single Mother Mother is the first song by a female solo artist to top the Billboard Alternative Airplay chart. Could not tell you what that sounded like. All right, halfway through round 4. Let's add up the scores and see. We got Steve, KI5HWD, in the number 1 spot. We got Sky, N5LX, in the number 2 spot, and Suzanne, KG5AGI, in the number 3 spot. Y'all check out your scores. And while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into the Night Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We've got 38 people now, and if you want to join us, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got 5 questions left in round number 4. We got question number 6 next, and it is time to place your bets. We got any country music fans out here? This one might be pretty easy. What country music outlaw turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised? Wow, we got a tie for Merle Haggard and David Allen Coe. Waylon Jennings coming in second, our third, and Johnny Paycheck coming in fourth. The correct answer is Johnny Paycheck. Outlaw country star Johnny Paycheck sings his saintly mother. She tried to turn me on to Jesus, but I turned on to the devil's way. In 1977 single, I'm the only hell my mama ever raised. That was, I learned a lot about him on, there's a great show by the guy that did Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill, and it's called Tales of the Tour Bus. And if you've never seen it, go watch it. It is absolutely awesome. It's cartoon and reality, and they get all the guys that were on tour with all these crazy people, and they tell the stories, but it's all cartoonified. And the first one, I think the first season was country, I think, and then the second season was funk. But Tales from the Tour Bus, go watch it if you haven't. It is an absolutely magnificent show. All right, so 3 of you got this. Let's see what this did to the score. It looks like we've got Sky, N5LX, in the number 1 spot. He got 213 points off of that one. Steve, KI5HWD, in the number 2 spot, and Kent, KI5RBT. Way to go on that. All right, well, let's see how y'all do with question number 7. The A-Team superstar Mr. T urged kids all over the world to treat your mama blank in the 1984 novelty song. All right, so what are we going to do here? We're going to treat Mama right apparently, 85%. Not nice and good, tied with 8%. Nobody said you're going to treat Mama fair, which is interesting. So let's see what was Mr. T urging everybody to do. You better treat your mama right. That's what you better do. 85% of you got that one. Question number 8. What soft rock duo scored their only 5 Billboard hit in 1972 with Your Mama Don't Dance? Whopping 63% going with Loggins and Messina, followed by Seals and Croft, and then a tie for Air Supply and good old Captain and Tennille. As you know, love will keep us together. That's really what it's about. The correct answer, yeah, y'all know what it is. 1972's Your Mama Don't Dance was the only certified gold-selling single for Loggins and Messina. That was the correct answer. Question number 9. What legendary country music duo scored their first of 14 eventual #1 singles with 1984's Mama He's Crazy? Looks like we got some Judds fans in here. I really think there should have been an R in there, though. Isn't it Marma? Marma, he's crazy. We'll see. Brooks and Dunn and Johnny Cash and June Carter tied for second and third. Nobody picked on Ernest Tubb and Loretta Lynn. How dare. The correct answer, yeah, we all know. It's the Judds. 1984 hit Mama He's Crazy was the first #1 single from the female duo since 1953's I Forgot More Than You'll Ever Know. Question number 10, and the end of round number 4. What heavy metal 6-string shreds the solo on Ozzy Osbourne's only solo top 40 hit, Mama, I'm Coming Home? Well, y'all are going with Randy Rhoads. Then we got a 3-way tie with Zakk Wylde, Joe Holmes, and Brad Gillis. The correct answer of who played the solo on Mama, I'm Coming Home, it was Zakk Wylde. Zakk Wylde plays guitar on every other Ozzy Osbourne album released between 1988 and 2002. So that's going to do it for round number 4. Let's add up the scores and see who the top 3 are. We got Claude, KI5ZQE, coming in 3rd place with 378 points. We got Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 2 spot with 404 points. Kent's got the old 404. And Sky, N5LX, in the number 1 spot with 664 points. Look at that. Sky must have loved his mama, for sure. Sky, you got 9 out of 10. You only got 1 that got you. Which one, man? Which one got you?
I was for Pink Floyd. This is N5X for ID. Pink Floyd, which I should have gotten that one, but it was just obscure. I wasn't familiar with those.
Well, we got to send out an overwhelming Mapuche to you, sir. Coming up next is Kent. He got the 404, so we're just going to completely remove his scores on this one. Kent, you got half of these right, and you're still in the number 2 spot, man. So I'm starting to wonder, do you not like songs about Mama?
If it's newer than like 1990, I don't know it. But I mean, I graduated from high school in '85. I just don't pay attention to music that much. That was pretty brutal for me. The music ones usually are pretty bad for me. KI5RBT, back to that.
Right on, man. Let's go talk to Claude, KI5ZQE. Claude got 7 out of 10. Which one's got you, man?
stopped listening to country music and boys bands definitely in the late 90s. So, number 2, I couldn't help you on God, Your Mama, and Me and for Georgia Line path. Let's see, Who's Angry Anthem? Number 5, no idea. I think I remember the Tracy Bonham song now. I know you're like, Rusty, you said you didn't remember it. I think I do now. You'll probably recognize it when you hear it. And then, there was one more. Oh, God, the whatever country music outlaw, number 6. I missed that one. Clue. Great song, I bet, though. KI5, ZQE, back to that.
Right on, man. Yeah, I'm terrible with band names and like albums. I couldn't tell you album names. I listen to the music, and that's pretty much, if I like the music, then I can ignore lyrics. I have no problems with that. And it's like kind of like once I listen to the lyrics, that's kind of the final stage. I'm just like, okay, I really like this song. I have a lot of very nerdy musician friends that graduated with like jazz degrees from North Texas up in Denton. And man, they pick everything apart, and it just, to me, it makes music no fun. So I'm glad I'm an idiot, and I just like listening to music. It makes life a whole lot better for me anyway. Well, all right, there's your top 3 for round number 4. Let's add up all the scores and see who the winner of the Friday Night Trivia Net is tonight. Coming in third place, we got Scott, KI5 OBD with 1,947 points. Claude, KI5 ZQE coming in second with 1,972 points. And the trivia robot himself, Kent, KI5 RVT in the number 1 spot with 2,282 points. Let's go talk to Kent and see if he's got anything going on for the weekend, man. You do anything fun, or are you just going to try and stay dry?
I think I'm going to keep working on my electronics projects. I had to buy a couple of electronics kits to relearn how to solder. I'm building a Tesla coil, so I'm going to try to work on that. That's about it. I don't have Ben for about the next 9 days, so try to get as much cleaning stuff going on around here as I can. And yes, Guy, it's like a 12-inch tall Tesla coil kit that my wife got me for Christmas. And I started on it and figured out, hey, I can't solder anymore. KI5 RBT, back to that.
It's been a while since I've played that as well. And what was it? Was it last? No, it was 2 years. It was 2 Winter Field Days ago. The old 7300 conked out on me when I drove up to Winter Field Day. And I got home and I kind of figured out what it was. And I ordered the little diode and all that, and I was like, before I go ripping into this thing, I better figure out what's up. And so I went to Goodwill and spent $10 on a bunch of random electronics that I opened up and just completely emasculated with my soldering iron so that I could get better at stuff. So if you need spare things to monkey with or to burn up or anything like that, go to Goodwill and get a bunch of random stuff and set it on fire, because, they really don't care. Second on the list is Claude, KI5ZQE. Claude, what are you doing for the weekend?
Hey, Rusty, I'm planning on driving down to southeast Texas in the morning. Going to try and play with my ARPS setup on my Anytone and see what I can track and see what's going on there.
Very cool, man. I run an iGate, so if you come by my house, you'll definitely get thrown out on the APRS network. Well, very fun, man. I love packet radio. I don't know why, but I do. Have a good weekend. Let's go talk to Scott, KI5OBD. What's going on, Scott? Anything fun going on this weekend?
Howdy, Rusty. Howdy, everybody. I'm going to get started on my Tesla coil build in the morning. That sounds like fun. I've seen some YouTube videos of some amazing projects. You can go as big as you want with those things, as big as you dare. and as you can afford. But anyhow, we got, let's see, we're driving into Austin in the morning for an MRI, and then we have chores again, gardening stuff. We have trees to plant, and gardening. The garden is the XYL has created a monster. This garden is getting out of control, and it's becoming a lot of work, and it's expensive. These vegetables are these vegetables aren't coming cheap, but we're learning stuff, and the squash is awesome. We had some squash last night that was just out of the garden. That was just amazing. Gardening this weekend. Fun game. KF5 OBD, back to you, Rusty.
Well, you got good weather for, digging trees, and that's why we got the Farmers Market channel on the Discord. My dad was a very overzealous gardener, and that was mostly because he would, go plow it and get it ready, and then he didn't really monkey with it after that, so he didn't really care. But, man, oh man, we planted so much stuff, and we had squash and everything running out our ears. So if you get too much over there, you can start selling it over on the farmer's market. Just, if you're going to do it on the repeater, remember, you have to sell squash and ham radio to be legal. So, HD and some squash. Let's go chat with Matt, K9MGW. Nope, we got to go to Sky first. Sorry, Matt. Sky, N5LX. He put out a Fox this weekend. Hopefully it doesn't float away. What other fun things you up to this weekend, Sky?
Hey, this is N5LX. I don't have any plans, but I hope, it's not too rainy for people to go fox hunting, because it could be a challenging and fun one. And I think, as you suggested earlier, it's quite possible that the logbook could float away because it's sitting on the ground in a plastic bag.
Well, you better hope that Jeffrey goes out and finds it. Hopefully Ashley wants to go fox hunting, because otherwise I think old Jeffrey Sucksville is going to sleep in. But, all right, man. Well, stay safe, and thanks for putting the fox out. Let's go talk to Matt, K9MGW. Matt, now it's your turn. He's fifth in tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. What you got going on for the weekend, Matt?
Oh, I got some chores I'm going to get done, and then just going to go probably take a hike with the dog and just relax the rest of the weekend. That's a special K9MGW, back to net control.
More chores from Matt. Well, have a good weekend, my friend. Next on the list is Dave, KI5STT. Dave, what do you and Holly got lined up for the weekend?
Hey, Rusty. Not much. We're probably going to try to transplant or replant our vegetables we're trying to grow. Either that or we're going to have to put them back in the garage so the sun doesn't kill them. But that's it. KF5STT.
Well, very good, sir. Y'all have a good weekend. Ooh, Kent says there's a new season of Rick and Morty on HBO. I wonder, I'm going to have to go look at that, because I think the last season I watched was season 5. So that would be cool if there's a whole new season of Rick and Morty. That sounds like a fun thing to do on a crappy weekend. Let's go talk to, let's see, who's next? We got Steve, KG5LAA. Nope, we already did that one. We'll go to Suzanne, KJ5AGI. Suzanne, what are you and Tony doing this weekend?
This is KJ5AGI. I think we're just going to kind of hang out. It's Mother's Day, and I got a kid. Hopefully he'll get starting studying on his ham license after I inflict massive pain for the cumulative physics final this weekend of studying. So that's the fun time for him. Hopefully we'll just relax this weekend and have a nice time, spend time together as a family, and I don't know, maybe go see a movie. It's going to be raining, so Mother's Day is kind of just kind of inside this year. So we'll see. Back to you. Thanks, Rusty, for hosting.
And it's Mother's Day, so you better get breakfast in bed. You better get all kinds of fun stuff for sure. Well, happy Mother's Day to you, and y'all have a fun weekend over there. Jeremiah is in number 9. Jeremiah, congratulations with 1,357 points. Coming in at the number 10 spot is Gerardo, and he got 1,337 points. Gerardo is going to have a call sign sooner than later. He's testing with us at the end of the month. So, good for you. Let's go talk to Bill, W5ITZ. Bill says they got some breakfast or something going on. What's going on this weekend, man?
Hey, Rusty, good evening, y'all. The Matagorda Club is holding their breakfast on the second Saturday of the month in Bay City. So they're the club right next door to us. So we go back and forth. We attend theirs when we can, and they attend ours. So we'll probably be braving the rain tomorrow and headed up the coast a little bit towards Bay City. Looking forward to it. And we're going to do a special testing session on Sunday. We've got a disabled person that's wanting to test. So we're going to test them on just a one-off and try to get them licensed. And wish them luck. W5ITZ, back to net.
Right on, man. Well, enjoy your breakfast and your Mother's Day and your special test on Sunday. Our next test is third weekend. It's not next weekend. It's 2 weeks away from now, whatever that is. So we're still making that happen, man. It's a whole lot of fun. I love being a VE. It's really neat to see all that go down. Well, next on the list is Laura, KI5OLG, and Laura is always telling the Alaska Morning Net, and hopefully everybody she knows about the Friday Night Trivia Net. Laura, what do you have going on for the weekend, and thank you so much for letting everybody know about us.
This is KI5OLG, and not a problem, Rusty. I love the Trivia Net so much, I want the whole entire world to know about it. As for this weekend, it's going to be raining and cloudy and icky and nasty, so I'm just going to stay inside, watch a few movies, and that's about it, and take it real easy on Sunday, Mother's Day. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, fantabulous weekend. Stay safe and stay dry and stay well. 73 KI5OLG, heading it back to net control.
Well, thank you, ma'am. And have a good weekend. Well, there's the top 10 of tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. Congrats to all of our players tonight, and thank you all for playing. Next on the list, you know what it is. It's the elimination round. So the Friday Night Trivia Net is done, but this is our fun way of kicking you out and making you go home. Movie's already scrolling the credits, so I timed that pretty good. But we're going to get the elimination round underway. For those of you who are new and have never played before, this one is not part of the game. You got 15 seconds, just like you always did, to answer the questions. But once you get one wrong, we're going to kick you out and you're done for the night. So we are down to 23 players for the elimination round. They've been pretty hard. We haven't made it past like question 6 in a while. So we will see how you do, starting with question number 1. All right, here we go. Question number 1 for the elimination round. The border between Alaska and Canada is longer than the border between the United States and Mexico. Is this true or false? Well, look at this. 95% say it's true. 5% say it's false. Sky says it's easy, and that this is just no way that anybody's going to get this wrong. The funny part of this, though, is that you all got this wrong. Only one person got this wrong, and I believe it is Maggie Zinema, who is also Suzanne's mom. I believe that is correct. She's the only one that got this correct. And let's put that back up there, which is hilarious, because all 23 of you. There it is, Maxine. I was right. Way to go, Maxine. You're the only person that got this one right. So that means that we got a lot of people to say goodnight to. We'll start out with Steve. We got to say goodnight to Steve, KG5LAA Sky, N5LX Dave, KI5STT Carson, KJ5AAN Gerardo, Rob, K9LZY, KG5SLX David, K7TVA. Oh, David came around. Good to see you, man. Randy, KJ5AFM, Cranky Pants. Oh, we didn't even get to talk to Cranky Pants. Ernesto, KI5PZN. We got another Steve, KI5HWD. Kent, KI5RBT. Matt, K9MGW. Jeremiah, Suzanne, KG5AGI. Scott, KI5OBD. Claude, KI5ZQE. Bill, W5ITZ. All right, so let's go see if Maxine wants to come in and tell us if she knew this or if she's literally the only person that had the lucky guess. All right, well, nothing heard. Congratulations, Maxine, on your first ever win of the elimination round. It was absolutely fantastic. I love it, especially because Sky said it was easy. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope you had a good time hanging out with us tonight. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and is made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. Thanks to Ernesto, we are now an official 50c3 nonprofit, so your donations are tax deductible, or can be tax deductible, and we also take Zelle. So it's super easy. Just go head over to n5oak.org, and you can donate as many thousands and thousands of dollars as you would like to our club. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the fine folks at the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater systems for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com. or crhrc.org. Before you close your web browser, stop by and check out the DBS, go play some door games. You can also find out all the TriviaNet player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins, anything and everything you want to know about the TriviaNet can be found online. And don't forget, tomorrow we got Old Man Breakfast. That will be at the Waterloo, up off Burnett and 183. Go hang out with the Austin Club and Ernesto and Paul and Cy and Roy and let's see, Abe and Glenn. It's a bunch of fun, guys. So if you are up and hungry at 8 a.m., go hang out at the Old Man Breakfast. You'll meet a bunch of fun people. Sky N5LX has put out a fox hunt as well. All the details can be found on the web and in the Discord. This has been WZ5VBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back to regular amateur use, and while they're doing that, I would like to thank y'all for inviting us into your home tonight. Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe. Watch out for all that weather, and remember, turn around, don't drown, right? There we go. We got a rhyme so the 5-year-olds can remember when they're driving. We'll see you right here next Friday for the Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.